What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Talking Pigskin Week 9 edition. Again, happy to report I went 5-0 last week. I've been 10-0 the last couple of weeks, which feels incredibly good. Of course, I would like it for it to continue, but we know NFL is a league filled with parity and anything can happen any given Sunday. Real quick on the Jets. Unfortunately, last week was brutal without our receivers. Clearly, without Robbie Anderson, Quincy Nunwa, this team doesn't really have any receivers. Jermaine Kearse isn't very reliable, unfortunately, but it's okay. Donald didn't throw for a pick in those brutal conditions, so that's pretty good to see. I predicted they weren't going to win, and clearly that happened. But Mitch Trubisky carved this defense up in the second half. This defense seems to play great for most of the first half, and in the second half they just fold, which is alarming for a Todd Bowles defense. But if the offense is not doing anything, then you can't really fully blame the defense because they need to get going and feed off the offensive momentum. So it is what it is. At 3-5, they're exactly where I thought they would be. So we'll see what happens. Let's move on to Week 9 picks, starting with these New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Brock Osweiler will be at quarterback for the Dolphins again. Ryan Tannehill will be missing his fourth straight game. Not sure what the status is on Kenny Stills. Albert Wilson's already out. So Dolphins are pretty depleted. Sure, they have Kenyon Drake and Frank Gore running the ball, but the receivers seem to be pretty mediocre, just like the Jets. So I think this will be a very low-scoring game. The Jet defense should have a field day with Brock Osweiler. We all know he's a scrub and he can't play in this league, but last couple of weeks he has been trying to prove something, but we all know the true Brock Osweiler. So not too worried about him. I think that Sam Darnold and company can go down to South Beach and come out with a victory. So I'm going to take the Jets over Dolphins. Moving on to another rivalry game where the Baltimore Ravens will be hosting Pittsburgh Steelers this time. Last time I did pick the Steelers at home. This time I'm going to pick the Steelers on the road. The Ravens coming off another bad loss against the Carolina Panthers. They seem to be in a funk lately. Joe Flacco has been moving the offense very well. And the defense, since having 11 sacks on Marcus Mariota, and the Titans, they have taken a step back. Who knows what's going on there? I'm sure Terrell Suggs will rile them up because it's Steelers week. But the way Steelers have been playing lately, they've just been unstoppable. It doesn't look like they're missing Le'Veon Bell here. James Conner doing just fine. I think in a very good game, Pittsburgh will come out on top. Moving on to two great 4 o'clock games, starting with the Los Angeles Chargers going to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Seattle is quietly 4-3. Not a lot of people thought they would be in the position they are in today. That shows you that Pete Carroll has his team playing, and Russell Wilson, what can you say about him? He just continues to make plays all over the field. With that mediocre offensive talent that he has around him, he's making the best out of it, and that just goes to show you how valuable of a quarterback he is. Seattle defense hasn't been bad either. They're just fine without their 3 top dogs. Sure, they give up a lot more yardage than they used to, but they're still holding their own ground, so very happy for them. As far as the Chargers coming to town off a bye week, Phillip Rivers is having one of the best seasons of his career, and I think he's going to continue throwing for 300-plus yards almost every game. I think they're taking their high-flying offense into Seattle, and it's going to turn into a very big shootout. I believe Chargers have the enough firepower this time around to take down the Seahawks. I'm taking the Chargers on the road. Next game we have is Drew Brees and the Saints hosting LA Rams, the undefeated LA Rams. Believe it or not, the Rams are actually favored in this game, even at the Dome. I think this will be one of the best games you'll see this season. 2 very high-powered offenses, Jared Goff, Drew Brees, Todd Gurley, Alvin Kamara. This is going to be a fun game to watch. Rams traveling, and in the Dome, it's going to be hard for them. I think this is where their winning streak comes to an end. And I think Drew Brees at home is one of the best QBs you can think of. He's nearly impossible to beat him at the Dome. So I'm going to take the Saints to take down the Rams in a very, very high-scoring game. And last, we are here. The game of the year, where Green Bay Packers will travel to Foxborough to take on New England Patriots. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, this is it. This is the best game on paper for this entire season. and I sure hope it will live up to it. Both teams have very mediocre defenses. We've seen it all throughout the year, and both teams have very good offense. So this can easily be another shootout this Sunday. I feel like I used the term shootout at least 3 times for this week's picks. But this game, Rodgers Brady will go toe to toe. I don't think either defenses will be able to stop them. I think they will try to one up each other each drive, and whoever will come up short in that one last drive will be the loser in this game. But I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers in an upset to take down big bad Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, who are favored by 5.5. So yeah, I'm taking a huge risk there. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers to go take out Tom Brady in Foxborough. So there you have it. You have the Jets, the Steelers, the Chargers, the Saints, and the Green Bay Packers. Let me know what you guys think of these picks, especially on the battle between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Can't wait to see what you guys think of it. I'll see you guys next week, and enjoy great games in Week 9.